Where you at,
The
Berto?
Gen Z unemployment crisis. You know, I was scrolling on Instagram the other day and I saw something that said, hey man, if you got a job right now and it's paying well, don't quit your shit. It's getting bad out here, whether it's AI taking everybody's jobs or just the pure fact that a lot of people are opting not to go to school because they want to, you know, be entrepreneurs or whatnot. And it's a tough life. I don't know who told y'all that entrepreneurship is easy, but it's not. It can get real rough out on this side. And then motherfuckers are going to school, getting degrees and doing years and years and going into debt, getting that college degree just for them to get out of school and not have a job available. Can't even find one. So I've heard it's getting really scary out here. So let's get right into the video and see what's really going down. But man, at this rate, I'm genuinely curious what it's going to look like 5-10 years from now, bro.
A cool 4 months since I talked about unemployment on this channel, and unfortunately I have to say that it has only gotten worse. I swear, every time I open up my phone, I see some breaking news that some big tech company is doing another layoff. And I'm here like, oh shit, here we go again. Because this has been happening for what, like the past 2 years? As most of Gen Z is finally reaching adulthood and graduating school, most of us need to prepare ourselves into the adult world. And one of the first things you do as an adult is to get a job. Except nobody's hiring. I've seen people in my generation constantly voice out their struggles in the job market, saying how they put all their energy into what they thought would make them rich, yet they're still broke bums. They're saying things like,
I just heard the other day, one of my homies was telling me that his dog was working for Tesla, was working for them like what, 3-4 years in the company, making good money, 6-figure job and everything. And they just, boom, just came through, swiped like, hey, y'all done. This is your last week. Here's your last check. Figure it out. We're done. We cutting y'all off. So, you know, I think that idea too that Americans was pushing for a long time, like, oh, you can grow in these companies, corporate America, you know, stay down with the company, we'll hold you down, you know, retirement plan, that shit's starting to not even look like it's a part of the American dream no more. Like these companies are cutting anything to save a dollar.
college is a scam, and they're low-key onto something. I think we've all been brainwashed from the idea that success was gonna come from academics. If you did well in school, you'll get a good job, become rich, and live happily ever after. But that strategy has been patched. People seen others working these dead-end jobs and realize that they don't want to live that sort of life. So they go to college, study hard as shit, graduate, just to end up working at McDonald's anyway. Except with a couple $1,000s in debt. Having a college degree is just the baseline nowadays.
Not a couple, hundreds of thousands.
That diploma isn't too prestigious when you realize that everyone and their dog got one of those. So you question if the 4 years of time and money spent on Gooner University was really worth this piece of junk. And this is not me saying that college is entirely a scam, because obviously you can go to your local community college and budget your academic life, and a degree is still a requirement for many of the jobs out there. But let's say you did everything right, everything that you're supposed to do. Your nerdy ass has a 5.0 GPA, a bunch of extracurriculars, you saved my grandma from a burning fire, and all that dedication gets you into Harvard. You're in a radiant lobby. These students are the top of the top of the top. Or maybe their family just paid them to get in. But regardless, you're spending another 4 years grinding your butt off for that sweet Harvard degree. And guess what? A fourth of those motherfuckers are still unemployed. So when you see an article like that
Crazy, bro.
floating around, you might want to reconsider if college is really worth it. If you put your bachelor's degree on the headline of your resume, the hiring manager doesn't care unless you have like a cool 20 years of experience to back that up. The college route is undoubtedly losing its power, and
We've seen that too. It's like, how do they, everybody talking about, oh, you need experience. How am I supposed to get experience? Nobody hiring me, man.
the younger generation is looking to different pathways of success. And this unemployment shit is not a game anymore. There was actually a job fair around my area and oh my god. You think this is a line for Santa giving free iPads or something, but nah, this is for employment. The line stretches around the block just to meet with a couple recruiters and have a 5-second chat with them. It's become so serious that we've been censoring the word
Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
Is this a scam, Berto? What is this? What?
well, look at this guy and this guy, all people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
Because you're not just competing with the hundreds of thousands of zombies fiending for work, you're also competing against civilizations of robots. I think we've all felt the impact on what AI has done to our society.
It's even affecting us content creators, bro. I'm seeing these AI content creators pop off, get successful. I think I even saw, there was some article I read that an AI musician signed a multi-million-dollar deal, gang. An AI musician signed a multi-million-dollar deal. Like, bro, creatives are getting affected by this shit too, bro. This shit's getting wild, boy.
Sometimes I use ChatGPT and it gets a little too smart where I question my own existence. Like, how is my pea-sized brain gonna compete with the literal supercomputer that was created and engineered to be the smartest being alive? And it makes sense that AI will be taking over our jobs. All the big companies are all for it too. Because from a business standpoint, you really got two options. One, I could hire this dumbass and I need to train him, pay him a salary while he's complaining about needing sick pay and PTO. Or option two, throw him out and replace him with ChatGPT. So it's not a surprise for what these companies are choosing. F humanity, we need to make money. The worst part is how AI has really taken over a specific category of jobs, being entry level. So a lot of Gen Z's recent graduates are having a hard time finding any sort of work that R2-D2 can already do. And guess what? You need experience to get experience. So we're all stuck in this loop of looking for jobs that will no longer exist. And it doesn't help with the prices going up everywhere. The cost of living has become astronomical.
Bro, I don't even know. I was talking to Dior the other day and I was just like, bro, I don't even know how motherfuckers are surviving anymore, man. Because, you know, I'm not going to disclose too much of like my finances, but it's just like, I'm blessed, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. And it genuinely makes me sad to see that, like, I just know what it feels like to struggle, bro. Like, I genuinely know what it feels like to struggle and how expensive life is. And it's just like, it gets to a point where it's just like, yo, how are people getting by off of like only making minimum wage and shit? Like, it doesn't even, like, the math doesn't make sense. Like, let's just say you live in a normal apartment, you paying what, $1,300, $1,400 a month? Is that like a reasonable rent? You paying, like, does it get much lower than that? Let's just say $1,200. And I don't even know where you paying $1,200 a month in rent. $1,200 a month in rent. And most jobs, like minimum wage jobs and shit, what, you getting paid $20 an hour? And you getting paid $20 an hour. It's your full time. So you working 8 hours a day. So you making $160 a day. That's, bro, we're not even talking about taxes. What, work 4, maybe 5 days a week overtime. So you're making $800 a week, times that by 4. So you're making $3,200. $3,200 a month. Mind you, we still not talking about taxes, bro. I'm not even going to do the taxes. We just going to act like the taxes don't exist. Your minus $1,200. Now you're down to 2 bands. Food, you got to eat. I don't know about y'all. I mean, I know I eat a lot. That's food at least $800 a month for me. My shit would be like $1,000, but maybe you not as big back as me. I'm gonna give you $500. Boom, that's $1,500. Light, another fucking $150. Fucking car, gas, maintenance, just, bro. We not even getting into no fun shit. Maybe you buy some dog food. Like, bro, there's not enough money to go around, gang. There's not enough money. Like, this shit is actually crazy. Minimum wage don't make no sense. Minimum wage don't make no sense. It's not livable. It's not survivable. It's literally not survivable in 2025, gang. Which is crazy because the minimum wage job's not even hiring like that. And then fucking, what you call it, these higher paying jobs, how do you even get to that point? Because these companies not even allow nobody to rise the ranks. Y'all let me know in the comment section, like, for real, like, what is y'all experience when it comes to this, bro? Because I don't know, like, it's scary. And, you know, my advice is make sure you guys have something on the side and are always building something that, you know, can, you know, add to the income, whether it's YouTube, content creation. Like, I'm at the point where I don't know why everybody ever doesn't have a YouTube channel. Like, anybody can do it. You know, you do what you're passionate about, you have fun with it, and you know what I'm saying, you could build something for yourself. But at the same time, it's like everybody can't be a content creator. What, like, fuck, who's gonna be the doctors? Who's gonna be the goddamn lawyers? Who's gonna be the police officers, the firefighters? You know, who's gonna help run the goddamn country and keep this shit spinning? Not everybody can be a fucking content creator. So there's that side of the spectrum too, which just makes me like, I don't know what the world looks like 20, 30 years from now, bro. Because it's fucked. It's fucked. But I'm yapping.
High. I'm not even gonna get into the housing prices because we already know that's through the roof. I want to get into the everyday purchases, the stuff you gotta buy just to live. I mean, you need to eat to survive, so you gotta buy groceries. And taking a trip to your local grocery store, you're easily walking out with a couple hundred down the drain.
Every time.
And not only are the prices,
and that's gonna last you half the week.
Prices of food going up, they're shrinking the food too. I mean, they're smart because they can shrink it barely enough to notice. But when I eat the dang food, I notice my stomach feels a little more empty than it should. And don't get me started about dining out at restaurants. There's usually already an 18% mandatory gratuity tip, and you're suggesting that I pay even more? I get you're trying to pay your employees, but I'm already spending $20 on this meal, gang. But
yeah, I don't give a fuck. I ain't tipping shit. Unless it's like a waiter, like a restaurant, I'm not tipping. You will never catch me at a Chick-fil-A line tipping. I'm sorry. It's my pleasure, but fuck, I'm pleasurely not tipping nothing.
The biggest issue I have here is with the drinks, and I specifically want to call out boba. Fuck boba. All my homies hate boba. I'm Asian and I don't even enjoy boba anymore. It was good when it was like $3, but tell me why it's hitting like $10 on the menu for a beverage. And there's a bunch of these boba shops popping up here and there in malls and shopping centers. I seriously don't understand the hype. There's never been a time where I had boba and didn't feel like I got scammed. It would taste decent, but never actually worth the price I paid for it. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but just life isn't as affordable as it once was. As much as we want to sit back, relax, enjoy watching our favorite shows, we need internet, food, and a roof over our head. So the only saving grace is to get yourself a sugar daddy or a damn job. And I notice a lot of people decide to go back to school to get their masters. That way they can delay unemployment and pray that the job market gets better once they're out of school again. Which sounds like a good—
that's what people are doing? They're stalling essentially with schooling?
Good idea, but I wonder how many more loans they're gonna have to pile on for school. For the rest of us, we just gotta brace ourselves and play in this losing game of job applications. So we start applying, and we get a rejection, another rejection, oh, one interview, psych, it was a rejection. It's very common to apply to hundreds of jobs before you even hear back from one. And even if you get through for an interview, there's like 5 more screenings, so you're still not gonna get the job, low bro. You're about to get hit with the, we decided to move on with another candidate.
That's if they hit you.
I mean, even if you do get the job, there's another problem you'll face anyway. When you apply to a job and they start calling you instead of sending you the unfortunately email. 200,000 likes. Yo, do y'all actually want a job or not? I guess it makes sense because we're actually in a constant mindset of unemployment. We're either unemployed right now, or if you have a job, you're working so you could retire and be unemployed anyway. So the work and effort you're putting into that 9 to 5 is really for the financial freedom it grants and not actually for the love of the game. You can't tell me you'll be stocking those shelves if you didn't get paid for it. If you're in Gen Z, you've probably gotten some life advice from other generations, and usually it sums up to this.
You're only in your 20s? Man, you have a whole life ahead of you. Spend your time traveling, going out with your friends. You don't gotta—
That's terrible advice. It's literally terrible advice. And it's outdated because, again, these older guys, that was their reality. You know what I'm saying? But now, the smartest thing you can do is lock in your 20s, solidify your shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you get into your late 30s, 40s, you can be financially free forever. You know what I'm saying?
worry about the future like that because you're young and you should cherish your youth, you know?
Oh yeah, okay.
But also, get a fucking job, save as much money as you can, invest it, because you don't want to be broke loser in his 40s with a midlife crisis.
Yo, are you okay? I'm sitting there confused on how I'm supposed to juggle all that at once. There are very few people in the world that have a good work-life balance. The top 3 goals most people have is to get a good career, have enough time to enjoy vacations, and be in a happy, healthy relationship. Usually 1, 2, or all those boxes are unchecked. What I do know is that money is the main driving factor to accomplish these goals.
Man, bro, I talk about this too. Motherfuckers be talking about money don't buy happiness. You know what? You right. But guess what? Happiness don't be paying no bills either, gang. Okay? And like, my happiness don't be paying no bills either, gang. But you know what money do buy? Convenience. Convenience can bring some happiness. You know, money can buy tools. Money can buy, you know, the best of, you know, luxuries of life to make your life easier, less stressful. Stress kills. You know, now, again, my message here is not to glorify money in any way, shape, or form, but to sit here and have that conversation where it's like money don't matter, like we don't care about that. I'm telling you, bro. Well, I heard in the Drake song, he said, they say more money, more problems, my nigga, don't believe it. For real. Cause I just blew $6 million on myself and I feel amazing. It's a little offbeat. I think he said it a little better than that, but whoa. I'm trying to blow $6 million on myself and feel amazing, nigga.
So a job is still required nonetheless. Earlier this year, I got the chance to visit a company headquarters. It was an event where students or recent graduates got to learn more about the company and the people working there. And one of the new hires were saying how they had to apply for over 800 jobs before they got this one. Wow. And that was in 2024. It's gotten worse now. As of right now, I'm in the same situation as the rest of Gen Z. Fortunately, I am working somewhere, which is already a blessing, but it's temporary and it doesn't really align with my true career. So I'm still applying to jobs. And I've been at the hundreds range, not 800 yet, but we're getting close. The process of applying to these jobs is extremely draining to say the least.
Why do I have to sign in to apply for a job? Why do I have to make an account to submit a job application? My name and contact information are on my resume. I don't have any more passwords in me. My address plus exclamation point isn't working. Use the contact information on my resume.
Each job needs you to submit the same files, ask the same questions, and the work you put to applying feels wasted because you don't even hear back from them. The best way I could describe it is like going to the gym for 2 hours a day and not seeing any gains in the mirror. Luckily, I'm not in debt from university or anything, but I can only imagine how hard it must be for those students that took out like thousands of dollars in loans and have to still pay that off while they don't have any income coming in. I just know these OnlyFans models are laughing right now. We're out here trying to keep our morals barely scraping by while these OF models are buying mansions selling their virtual backshots. The good news is, at least we're not alone in this. If you feel bad because you're unemployed, everyone else is unemployed, okay? I know this because when a new job posting is listed, half the world already applied to it within the first day. The more concerning thing is how it's only gotten worse over the past years, and with more graduates needing jobs in the future and less jobs being available, I don't see it getting any better. Maybe in 2 years from now, we'll look at the job market in 2025 and realize that it wasn't even that bad. That's just something to think about. Anyway,
Word, man. W video, I think an insightful video. I'll leave y'all with this though, bro. You know, all jokes aside, you know, I don't know if everybody watching is religious, but trust in God, man. I think when you trust in him and you really like put your pride to the side, he makes a way, bro. Don't do nothing in fear. Don't do nothing in desperation, you know, but just be intentful, keep working hard and go get after it, bro. And trust in God, because when you truly need something, when you truly down bad, he makes a way every single time, bro. And that's something that I found peace in, you know, when my back was against the wall and I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. And, you know, I couldn't pay rent and, you know, missing this bill, missing that bill and just a bunch of bullshit, like literally didn't know what I was going to do. He made a way, bro. An opportunity came. You know, because I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I trusted in him and I just kept pushing through. And, you know, now I'm looking back like, damn, like I'm feeling so blessed. And just to overcome all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So I'll leave y'all with that, bro. Never lose faith. Keep pushing. Keep going. It gets better, but you just can't give up because you only lose when you quit.
Where you at, Berto?